Hello, my name is Glenn Dyer, and you are watching a Dyer-Situation. Today, I'm seeing We Are Your Friends, and boy am I excited for it. Why? The movie's creaturing. Now, I don't expect you to know what creaturing is. I expect you to have seen my 100th episode, but to know the actual term creaturing, I'm not sure I've ever used it before. But basically, it's when a movie is in its second week of showing and it's down to one or less showings a week. So, you know, a movie opens, it has 4 or 5. And then the next week, if it's mildly popular, it'll still stay at 4 or 5. Maybe it'll lose 1 showing, something like that. When it's creaturing, that means it is down the second week and it is out the third week. And that's what's happening to this. Also, it has very little advertising. I haven't seen a damn thing for this movie. And nobody likes it. I don't know about the nobody likes it part, but definitely it's meeting the other 2 criteria, which is enough for it to be considered creaturing. So, awesome. I don't know if that means anything. It could be that it's just a bad movie. I don't know. It could be that it's just because nobody wants to spend $10 or however much a movie costs to go see a movie called We Are Your Friends. Like, nobody's that boring, I guess. But should still be interesting. The funny thing is, the theater I go to, it puts all the popular movies at the top, or at least the newer released ones. And it's just funny seeing one with only 1 showing a day. It has the least showings per day, by the way. Like, hell, frickin' Inside Out has more showings than We Are Your Friends at the moment. Of course, everyone loves Inside Out. But what I think the actual movie's gonna be like, I don't know. It sounds pretentious. It's called We Are Your Friends. What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I guess I'll find out. I don't know. I'm hoping it's creaturey, but that's a statistical improbability, so I guess we'll see. Right, so this movie was basically Entourage, but without money. Which is kind of ironic, because it's set in the San Fernando Valley, which is like Los Angeles, but without money. So, I guess it works. I have to say, this was probably my best experience at a theater. But not because of the movie. The movie sucked. The movie sucks bad. It was because I walked in there like midway through the trailers. I try to show up as late as possible to avoid all the trailers. And I was the only person there. Theater was empty. It was all for me. I couldn't believe it. I was just, like, looking at the door all the way to the start of the movie, like, is this for real? Is this actually happening? I, like, walked down the aisles making sure there wasn't somebody hiding down there that I didn't see. But no, it was totally empty. I've never had that happen to me as far as I can recall, and it was beautiful. Throughout the whole movie, I was vocally making fun of it. I was shouting out my opinions at the characters. I was being a total jackass because nobody else was there and I didn't have to bother them. Oh my god, it was beautiful. I wish it was with a better movie though, but, well, what can you do? So, essentially, this is a movie about an aspiring DJ, I already lost half of you, who wants to get out of the San Fernando Valley, no shit, and go to Los Angeles to become a city famous DJ. I don't know. seems silly. This guy takes him under his wing, and he's like this big popular DJ. Although even the movie admits at one point when like some guy says, "Oh, I'm really into music. Who's the guy you're working for?" And he says his name, and he's like, "I've never heard of him." Yeah, that doesn't surprise me. And yeah, but the main problem with this is that, well, for one thing, it's a little hard to relate to. Pretty sure even people living in the San Fernando Valley would be going, "Well, what the hell's going on with this movie?" And another thing, its style is messed up. What I mean by that? Well, most of the movie is just regular old movie. Regular shots, regular style, all that regular stuff. But at random points, it started like at one point it was a commercial. Like it was acting like a commercial with words flying up on the screen for like 2 minutes. And then it was over, and it never mentioned or spoke of again. At one point he was describing how a DJ works, and that was actually my favorite scene in the movie, where he's describing how the DJing process works, like while he's working a crowd. Like, that was cool, the way that was done. But then that style is totally gone and never mentioned again. And it just makes me wonder, like, what were those like the only two ideas that the people making this movie had? Because they just come across as kind of random. The movie's called We Are Your Friends, and it does have like a subplot of our main character's Mr. Zac Efron is being a dick to his friends and pushing them away with his newfound minor fame, but it's treated so minorly and it's resolved so lazily that it makes me wonder, why the fuck was it called We Are Your Friends? Most of the plot points in this, even the main storyline, is just kind of lazy and not very impactful. A character dies in this, and I've never felt so what's the word? I was trying to say unenthusiastic, but you wouldn't feel enthusiastic about someone dying. So unstimulated, I guess, by this. Just, jeez. And yeah. So I guess that's pretty much all I have to say about the movie itself. It's just, yeah, I can see why it's failing. It's not Creature, though. I never really expected it to be. I was just putting that on. I'm sorry. But I always hope something will be Creature. You know, be over the top stupid. No. No. This is just some movie about DJing that's really boring. What can you do? So yeah, and yeah, Zac Efron's in this. I guess that's the only draw this movie has. That Mr. Former High School Musical star Zac Efron's in this. He is okay. He's an okay actor. I don't get much out of him. So yeah, pretty boring. I honestly would have preferred to watch High School Musical, because, yeah, at least that was over the top. I got something out of that. But God, am I glad that craze is over. You guys remember that when that was like a huge thing? Jeez, those were dark times. Anyway, I'm Glenn Dyer, and you have been watching A Dyer-Situation.